Hey guys, this is argomand, and I finally finished it. My mob boss battle concept, basically. It's just to show you what the basics, proof of concept, I think is what it's called, to prove that you can create pretty exciting boss battles. It's just one enemy being the center of all the battle, and then once you defeat him and stuff, then the battle can be over. I know there's probably someone who did it before me and stuff like that, but I just thought I might try it out. I didn't see anybody, so I thought this would be a pretty neat new thing. So when you get in here, I think you start like right here. Otherwise, you'd start up on the roof, and there's a little hole for you to get down there, and then you get in this room. There's a diamond sword I created. Now, this diamond sword here, it was basically created using all the colors of a diamond sword in the inventory screen, the color that it would be. It basically replicates it with its closest with the closest colored material. So naturally this doesn't look exactly like a diamond sword, but the closest colored materials make it look, well, as close as you could. Otherwise you could do other things, but it's basically as exact as I could really get it to be, unless I were to like change the texture pack and stuff like that so it looked differently. I thought it looked nice. I thought it looked a little better when I had ice for the middle part of the blade instead of glass, because I had kind of a neat look. The only problem was when I put glowstone in there, it turned into water, and that became a bit of a mess. So you go over here, you get gear up, because you're definitely going to need this. I got all kinds of goodies, golden apple steak and all kinds of stuff. Now you might be wondering why I would have like all these different choices. Well, there's multiple reasons, and why I also have them not in order, like you have diamond gear here and stone swords. Mainly it's because you could go diamond. You could do it multiple ways. You could have this being like your tank class or something like that. You're very strong, but you have pretty weak weapons and weak food. And this could be your very strong class as diamond swords and golden apples and arrows and a bow and gold materials, and then this could be your middle ground class. Now you're free to pick any one that you want, any of the materials that you want. I just thought, depending upon your play style, that'd be a way to do it. So I'm gonna quickly organize this stuff because I don't want to screw up, and then I'm gonna put my armor on. Love this new shift click thing. That's really awesome that they did. The Mojang team, I like that a lot, and I'm really bad with there we go. That's how I like it. Yeah, actually, yeah, there we go. I like it like that, so I have a backup sword. Now, it says you will die. That's because most likely if you play it the way that it was meant to be played. Now I'm gonna throw that in there so I have backup. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Most people who are gonna play this map are gonna find some way to beat the system or something like that. They're gonna be all using the mob spawning mechanics. Now it's not because you can't patch those areas, but it's because I didn't have the time and patience to go through a huge thing of trying to make it absolutely perfect. So I kind of let a few things slide. I didn't want to spend my entire life. Originally, I had set up a cheat detector, is what I called it, but it was actually mainly to tell when you respawned and came back, it would reset everything. But it didn't quite work because of a few mob spawning glitches, but I can explain it later in the video and all that type of stuff. So for now, I'm just gonna give you a quick demo of how it works. So you have to play in adventure mode and stuff and run down this tunnel, and easy or harder. So let's check that right now. I'm on easy. Trust me, hard. If you play this on hard, this would be one heck of a battle. I mean, it's not funny on hard. Now you can make this harder. What I basically did is I have skeleton minions that'll come down, and I have a zombie boss, and then your objective is just to fight the boss, kill everything, and then hit a button that'll open the final door. Now I have it set up so that when you hit the button, if there's anybody on the field, it won't open the door. So I can show you how this all works in a little bit, but just know that that's how it works. So then naturally I put this here at the end so that if you didn't see the gear up chest, then well, you have to run all the way back. Alright, so then you hit this button before entering. It just resets the system. Wow, major lag. That's one of the things that's going to probably end up getting me killed in this, is because of this lag. I can't get in here. Okay, there we go. Now, like I was saying before, I'm probably going to die to lag because my computer is not an amazingly good computer, and I just can't beat it. Now, originally, I just want to get this through here. Originally, I had set up a really good, the excellent golden apples made with the gold blocks. I had that set up, but that was just way overpowered and stuff. And I just want to throw this out there as well. When I'm recording, my computer gets major lag, and I'm probably going to die here now. And because of this major lag, I can't function like I normally would. Like, I'm dead now. I am not dead yet. Okay. Well, I'm pretty much dead. I'm getting major lag, the zombies teleport and everything like that. Now, it's not because there's a whole ton of redstone. It's just because when I'm recording, I can't do melee combat and stuff. I just don't have a good enough computer. I'm going to end up failing pretty badly. I mean, if I won without dying, this would be pretty neat. And like I was saying before, I dare you to try this with the gold armor and the weakest items. There's just no way you're going to do it. Now, this guy, he has about 300 health plus full diamond armor. So he's a very strong boss enemy. I'm dead. Yep. Yeah. That's what happens. And then you respawn up here. I know you can set the spawn with the command blocks. I know you can do all kinds of things. I know. Wow. That was a fail. Okay. Okay. So then you want to just probably go like that. Okay, there we go. Alright. That puts you at 1 heart. Whatever. Okay. I could probably go in there one more time. This is why you have all this stuff here. You leave backups and stuff. But I'll just, I'll let you guys do that. I'll let you beat it. When I'm not recording, I can get pretty good frame rate and beat it. It's still pretty laggy, but like I said, I don't have an excellent computer, so I can't really, keep everything from lagging and stuff. So it's a bit of a pain. But other than that, I'm sure you guys will be just fine. Like I said, there's not a lot of redstone, so it's to keep the lag from being too intensive. So, 1. Now, the download link will be in the description. Just want to let you know that, so you can take a look at it for yourself. All I'm going to do here is I'm just going to exhibit a little bit of the technology and stuff like that that went into making this here map. So, I'm going to just head in here. I could have just probably flown through anyway. So, here's all the items that I had. I'm looking for one item in particular, and that's see, I get this really bad frame rate. Alright. Now I know there's going to be a few enemies that are going to drop down. I can't believe that I looked away from that. Okay. Alright. So this is the item that I need that's going to be important. Because when you win, you shoot this. Because it's kind of a pain to set up. I didn't want to put the button right next to the door. But it's the same. So this system works on the basis that if there's anything on the pressure plates, the door won't open. But since that button is pressed and nothing's on the pressure plates, since these are stone, the items don't matter. Then you can just, the doors will open, they'll let you in here. Thanks, you won, thanks for playing, made by argomand /799045565, which is my IGN. And then just hit this button, and then you're in this. And it's just kind of a little troll. Try to survive this, or you can break blocks. Now, this is one of those things where you just got to quickly grab the sign. And like I said, I get just too much lag for this, all these things. on my computer, but your objective is to basically grab the sign, swim up, and I think you'd normally reach about this point, so you drop the sign, and then you use it for an air pocket, and then you get up the rest of the way, and it should drop you off right there. And if you read what it said down here, it says, oh, and you can break blocks now. So originally I had it planned a lot. I had a lot of things planned, but none of it seemed to work. I thought I had a lot of water buckets and stuff like that. So mainly what you would have done if everything was working the way I planned was you would have the water would have been up to where it is now, but you would have had a water bucket and then gotten up here that way, but also had a sign to give yourself a breath area. And so it was just kind of a difficult system to set up. But then it says, good job, you win. And then, like I was saying before, this is kind of a thing that I abandoned, but I'll show you anyway. Basically, when you hit that, it takes you into this area, but then there you go, you get some items, diamond pick, diamond shovel, some more golden apples, and that's mainly so that if you were in survival, you could just mine out, which means obviously you need to turn to survival. This, like I said, this area was just to me trying to mess around with new ideas. Once you beat the boss battle, you beat the map. It's just, this is just kind of an added thing to the map. You know, just here, I'll fly out now. There we go, I'm out. So it's basically what it was, and then this is the same map that I did my thing, that one review thing on of the new spawn mechanisms and armor and potion effects and all that goodness. So in here we have some of the redstone. Half of it's up here, half of it's on the bottom. But the heart and soul, I think, is probably split between the two, actually, because there's two different sections that make this game what it is. Up here, you have your standard RS. Wow, fail. This standard AND gate. This is the wind detection wire. Okay, when that button gets tripped off, it trips off an RS NOR at the bottom, which sends a signal up here and will turn. This will be on if the wind detection is if you didn't win yet, and if you hit how does this work again? I even forget my own mechanisms. Wow! If you hit that start button at the beginning, like if you didn't win and you hit the start button, then it resets the entire system. This resets the boss mechanism, and this resets the skeleton mechanism. This is where the skeletons spawn, in here. They have a little spawner, and then this lights up once you win, so the skeletons stop spawning. And over here is where the zombies spawn. And this area was giving me some troubles, and I figured out what was wrong. But I'll get to that in a minute. So then that's where the zombies spawn, and then when the RS NOR is flipped, it turns on the lights for both of them, which means that it's time for them to start spawning. I mean, it turns off the lights, and then it's time for them to start spawning, and then once he spawns once, it flips the RS NOR so that it turns on the lights and only one can spawn. And then for these guys, it shuts them off. It doesn't really have anything that determines how many have spawned. They just spawn at a set rate, and then they get shut off when you win. So if you just kind of sit around after you defeat the boss, you'll still get more minions, and that's kind of a pain. I don't really know how to figure a way to stop that from happening, but you know, that's not that big of a deal. Just hit the button after you're done, you know, and then get off the pressure plates, and you shouldn't have a problem. You should only have like 1 or 2 skeletons for you to kill by the end of it, like I did. I only had 1, I think. So the redstone's basically in here. You can check it out for yourself if you download the map. And then down below, down here, you can, whoa, a little bit of a lag there. This is all the redstone for every single one of the pressure plates that's up there. If one of those pressure plates is active, it sends a signal out here, and no matter which pressure plate's active, it sends a signal out here. I set it up that way. And make sure that it goes down here. And then when it goes down here, wow, what the heck, a villager skeleton? Okay, a little odd. Don't know why I have that area there. Okay, it goes out here, and these all match up to one singular bat. Wow, it's a little neat. Okay, these all match up. These all match up to this one section right here, and this is part of an AND gate as well. And if this is off, then that means that there's nothing on the pressure plates, which means basically that you defeated everything. And all you need to do then is hit the win button, and then it'll turn both of them off. Go over here, do the win detection, and it opens the doors by hitting by just going through this little thing right here, which up, 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 and then hits a couple of redstone torches over there, which open the doors. Now the redstone torches actually interlace with the system up, the pressure plate system up there, and it wasn't intended completely, but it doesn't affect it really, because once you've won, it doesn't matter if the pressure plates are active, because there's an argomand here and stuff like that, so it really doesn't matter. This is the button, so you just hit that, it goes over here. Like I said, it hits this button, then it comes over here to an argomand, and once this is tripped, you win the game. Then you go in that room and you can go to the test area, basically is what it is. That little, just it didn't work out. You win, thanks for playing, the game's over, but if you want to go do that, have fun being trolled. I mean, the only way I suppose you could really win that is if you broke the stone there and in water. I mean, that'd be a real task, and then you'd have to find a way to get a button and all that stuff. It's basically something I had in mind, but it didn't quite work out. Now, in case you didn't already know, glowstone, when put in this fashion, will carry redstone current up, and I just use that because it's just a quick way of getting redstone up without having to worry about the inverters and things like that that redstone torches cause. And this, once you hit that button, resets the system unless you won. Now, I just wanted to mention before I end this off, some people might be thinking, what if I just have it so once all the pressure plates are deactivated, it would flip this argomand, which shows that everything's done. Now, I'm sure a lot of people already know the answer to that, but I'm sure there's also a few that don't. And the answer is because if the person dies or something like that, all the enemies will despawn, and they wouldn't have beaten the game, but all the pressure plates would be deactive and stuff like that. And so it would be, if the pressure plates are deactive, you win the game even though you didn't win. And so I put the button thing here so you manually have to push the button. Now, I know it's possible you could probably shoot an arrow onto the button, then die, have everything despawn, and then when you come back, the door should be open because of that theory. But it's unlikely, and as long as you listen to what the signs actually say, that wouldn't happen. I tried to integrate a few of the cheat, like I said, things, but it's not all necessary. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the reason that the zombies and stuff were acting up is they were trying to spawn outside, and if it was nighttime outside, the system would glitch and spawn unlimited of them because of that. So I had to light up out here with these glowstone to make sure that they wouldn't spawn outside, and so it kept their spawning to the inside of the building, and if that was lit up, then they'd stop. So it's kind of a simple system, but yeah. And so yeah, once that's done, then you got this system down here. All this stuff, it intertwines. You can examine it for yourself, like I said. If I missed anything in this video, oh well. Try to figure it out yourself. Maybe ask a question in the comments if you need to. But this is basically proof of concept. You could copy some of this design, put it into a complex set of adventure maps. I built it here so that you wouldn't have to, work it out for yourselves. I mean, you could just take the bare redstone from it, and then you could just make multiple rooms with different bosses and stuff like that. Just make different schematics for the bosses. Basically, for the bosses and stuff, you're adding custom data to the enemy, which you can get using Cameo's. What is that called? It's the Cameo's custom spawner program, or the SethBling's custom spawner filter. Both of those work fine. You could just look those up on the internet and you'd find them pretty quickly. They're really useful. I used Cameo's custom spawner thing because it allowed me to add some custom data that's a little bit easier than SethBling's. But it all depends on the circumstances, like I was saying. For each one has its own pluses and minuses. So, yeah. This right here, I'll just tell you what this is. This was my experiment on the creeper thing. It was a creeper put on a pressure plate, and then when the player got too far away, the creeper disappeared. So the pressure plate would be lifted off, which proved that you got too far away, and it would reset the system. The only problem was the creepers were very unreliable in their spawning. It almost always either spawned an infinite amount of them, which was very much tedious. Well, not tedious, but impossible to deal with, because the more that spawn, the more the computer would have to keep track of them before there's just way too many, or it would not spawn any at all, and I couldn't quite figure out why any of that. I'm sure you guys could, if you were to make something like that, figure something out. But like I said, I was trying to get this out as soon as possible because I don't have very much time to work on stuff like this. So for the time that I do have, I try to get it in without obviously blowing my mind with frustration. So I like I was saying, I just got as much of this done as I could, as quickly as I could, and then after a certain point I got everything working. I could, like I said, improve it, but this is just a proof of concept. It's just a point to show you that you can get it working, and like I said, you can copy parts of this and all that type of stuff, so it's no big deal what you do with it. Just hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you enjoyed this map. If you want, you can add on to it, and make it even neater and stuff. I doubt that I'm going to, but you can examine it for the redstone. Anything you really want to do. You can try to challenge yourself, put yourself on hard difficulty, and try to record if you have a good enough computer, that is. Put yourself on hard difficulty, give yourself some crappy stuff from that chest, and do that. Now the only thing, like I said, that I really could do better is this respawning system. I could put a command block that says to respawn, but it's just kind of a bit of a pain and stuff like that, and I don't really want to do that because it took me so long. So you just basically run down here, hold forward, you'll land on the glowstone. You land at half a heart, but you'll be fine. And yeah, so I hope you like this upside down fountain. That was a neat idea I came up with, I thought. The only problem is this area, it doesn't allow you to do water upside down. Like if it copied this block, these blocks right here would be like the exact shape. It wouldn't be reversed. It would be the same. Like, it's hard to explain. It's just, it wouldn't work. These aren't reversed. They're the same. It just looks kind of reversed. Like if you're from down here, it looks like they might be. So I kind of left it as it is. And then if you have the blocky lighting, you can see this little shape pattern thing that I had going on that I thought looked kind of neat. I thought maps could have little patterns like that that might like create an X and stuff like that on the spot where you need to go, like little survival maps. I thought that'd be neat, and that'd be just like a thing for the people who use the blocky lighting. That'd be pretty neat. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to rate, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, everything, whatever. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And oh, I forgot to mention one last thing before I go. The reason that the zombie has so much health that it will take you all day to kill him is because I wanted this battle to last like 5 minutes or something like that. Not just a 2-minute 1, 2, 3, just nail the zombie with everything you have and then he dies. I wanted this to be one of those things where you move around. And I know the glitch with the skeleton spawner, that if you get too far away from it, it doesn't spawn. And that can be fixed with the new snapshot of Minecraft that came out, 12W39B, because it allows you to set custom ranges to the spawner, and that'd be useful. But like I said, I'm just tired of working this out, and so I wanted to get the video out and stuff like that, and maybe you guys can give it a shot, see what you think of it. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, like, comment, subscribe, favorite. So yeah, all right. See you guys next time. Bye.